Just talking about your evil ways.
I did nothing. What did I do now?
All the
Your
right things.
your keen hearing and perceptions in real life.
Talking about you picking up on the not a question.
Oh. Oh yeah.
It's
There you go.
fantastic.
I was in a very fey mind at the time.
It was
And
great.
I should warn you that I have not left it since.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I
you
feel
have,
like we're going to go ahead.
I mean, you don't have anything to worry about tonight per se, but
That new campaign, though.
yeah, that new campaign though.
I wouldn't mind dealing with more Fae. I like the Fae ideas. I like the watching your conversation, and it really lends to role playing, I think,
Yeah.
which I enjoy with everyone here.
I also like not talking about it too much and then catching people off guard. Because the best thing about playing in the Feywild is when people aren't familiar with how the Feywild works until they find out how the Feywild works the hard way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was
And hence my
thanks to
compulsion to keep my mouth shut. Sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
no, you're good. I was reading up and listening to some stuff on like Fae lore and stuff. I was like, oh, so if I paint myself, if I bring up to the DM that I paint myself red, I can be invisible in the Fae realm.
Nice. What? Why?
It's just something. They can't cross streams. Their power doesn't work as well. And of course the whole iron thing and stuff like that.
Hey, one of you guys pick a number between 1 and 6.
5.
5? Okay. Now one of you pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
Okay. Now someone else pick a number between 1 and 4.
1.
Okay. Okay.
So if you said my name, I'm cooking.
You're good.
Okay. I'm making food like an adult.
Nice. Oh, there was something I forgot about the last session that we played. Just with the scenery, and I'll have to introduce it later. But there was
Nice.
there's totem poles in certain areas of the roads
Ugh.
carved out of old ship masts.
That's even cooler.
What did you think of the desert pirates?
I like it.
Very Mad Max.
And the ghost fish.
Let's parlay.
Yes.
The excitement flows.
The excitement must flow.
Exactly.
What was that in? What session was that when I yelled out, "They have my countenance"?
What's that one?
And then you laughed because it was like a quote from Dune, but I don't remember when I said it. I think it was on Wednesday, maybe? I played a lot of D&D last week with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it might have been Wednesday.
Are you guys thinking of playing those characters again, or were you thinking of using other characters?
I
I'm
like
down
it
with
so far.
continuing, Marianne. So I could
What's-
also play Uduak.
Udwak. I like the
But-
characters that you guys had.
Again, Marianne does the cleric thing really well, so that would be support, and I'm down for that. Uduak is really just like fighter monk,
Yeah.
which we already seem to have, and I'm okay with not. I can put him on the back burner.
Yeah. And I mean, when Marianne dies, you can always bring Udwak in.
Whatever.
And we don't have a monk yet, so
That's right. Not yet.
I'm still flip-flopping on either going to level 3 with necromancy or going level 1 with cleric.
I'll be right back.
All right, food's up.
What are you making for food?
I have some leftover rice from the first time I've ever made rice, which was Tuesday.
What?
It worked really well, actually. I made good rice. And then I've got some nachi, which was on sale because it was expiring soon. I
Yeah.
fried that up, and then I just put some bacon on. And I had
Never-
some cheese curds to treat the dogs. So I've got.
You never made
Rice
rice
with-
before?
No, I've never made rice before.
Really?
My sister has a rice cooker, and she makes all my rice.
Oh,
But
okay.
I make rice. I'm house sitting, so I gotta cook for myself. I've not been doing a very good job of it.
Of house
It has
sitting?
been cereal. It has been cereal and pie and Oreos
Oh
for the
no.
last.
You know what? You did say you would work around with giving me speak to dead, so I think I'm going to go straight necromancy for now.
Okay.
You're not getting anything. It's mine. Treated these guys too much. Nachi's good.
I just kind of did a jump up for everyone today. I made the kids something different, made me something different, and made my wife something different.
Okay, one bacon. Go away. It's right there.
Put too much cumin in my chicken seasoning the other day, and the baby bumped into me while I was shaking the.
Oh, that's too bad.
It didn't ruin it, but man, that aftertaste.
My friend Hillary once for a D&D session. We were going into the comic shop on a stat. So the shop was closed, and I was going to do like a one-off session with two of the players. And Hillary was making pumpkin soup. She made this like really cool pumpkin soup, but at the very last minute when she went to put pepper in it, the pepper lid came off and fell into the soup. She brought it and was like, because it was just like as she was leaving. So she brought it and was like, hey, this is, nobody needs to eat this. And because she made it, I was like, no, I'm going to eat it. And I ate 2 bowls of this way too peppery soup.
Wow,
My friend made me soup.
dedication.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's like second child syndrome or what, but Orion is way too smart and clever. He's speaking like he's having actual conversations now, you know, and having conversations with a 2-year old is a surreal experience to say the least. When your 5-year-old didn't speak into like whole sentences until he was 3.
Yeah. Demon child.
Yeah, he's a heretic.
He partially our fault, has a very good evil screamo laugh.
Nice.
If I ever catch you on video, I'll post it, but it's like I'm like, oh god.
Nice.
Awesome.
The kind of laugh that, like, when you wake up with them over you, you're like, you don't have a knife, do you?
If there's 5 of you guys playing tonight, and it's going to be a dogfight, I'm wondering if I
Nice.
should give you 1 gunship or 2 gunships.
Oh, I can't wait to hop in a gunship.
I should probably give you 2.
I haven't done that since the start of the campaign.
No boarding parties?
Yeah.
Did I get a long rest in, or have I just been sitting in the ship, tapped
There-
out of spells?
Everyone will get a long rest at the beginning.
Thank you.
I made a 12 by 12 grid. Each square represents, I think I was going to say a kilometer, because it's Spelljam speed.
We be jamming.
Hey?
We be jamming.
And then you guys get, I was going to say you guys get like some relative preemptive control of the field because you guys are there waiting for them to come to you. And I don't really know what you guys can do. I didn't really think of any solutions. I just threw down a board with some big floaty rocks and left it as it was.
The tentacles, if some of them are repaired, we can move some tentacles to act as a barrier. I mean, not tentacles, but asteroids act as a buffer between us, giving us partial cover. If that's something.
This is true.
I play way too much X-Wings to not think about asteroids.
Nice.
Also, would be a really fun way to do like tabletop battles in person for Spelljammer.
Yeah. Should ask Karsten if he's coming tonight.
Don't you like when you get up to get you a drink and you do something else and you leave the drink?
Every other day.
I came into the office here after like 2 hours of just running around the house doing stuff and saw that my cup of water was still here on the desk. And I was like, the whole time I was like, I'm fucking thirsty. And then I came back into the office and I was like, there you are, you son of a bitch. And I forgot that when I finished work and like left the desk, I dumped my dice everywhere and like kind of half started sorting them and then I left. And then when I came back, I was like, who was in my dice? And I was like, oh, it was me. It was me. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing worse than a crazy DM is a crazy DM with Alzheimer's. Okay, everybody make a dexterity save. Okay, everybody make a dexterity save.
Retirement home in 50 years for us.
Yeah, there you go.
Captive audience.
Yeah.
Just think about it though. D&D is probably going to be something played in retirement homes,
Oh, fuck.
if not already.
Hell yes.
I would be highly disappointed if it wasn't.
Okay, you need to move. I have no place to put my food if you stand there. Okay. Yeah.
I gotta say, Josh, I really did like playing with Sudoku the other day. He was made me want to step up my bard game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played a bard in forever, and now I kind of want to, but I'm already kind of sold on Dakin.
That's all good. I feel like sometimes the best bard would be something that's just not a bard but has high charisma. Except for the like dishing out inspiration and cutting words and stuff. Like I don't know. I'd rather just play a wizard.
Stand-up comedian.
Yeah, just a stand-up comedian wizard, or even a warlock. I had one friend play as a warlock that was pretending to be a bard.
Nice.
Like to the other players, like yeah, I'm a bard, but they were actually a warlock, and they're just like, why don't you ever give out inspiration? Just fuck you. That's why I cast Eldritch Blast. Like, yeah. Oh, speaking of Eldritch Blast. Just get my D10s ready.
Nice.
Alright, what level caster is Rebecca again?
So, we're living in a world where Daniel Radcliffe is playing Weird Al in a Weird Al biopic that's coming on Roku, I think.
What's this?
There is a Weird Al biopic coming out starring Daniel Radcliffe.
As Weird Al?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I did not have that on my bingo card.
Oh yeah. So what's the game, Josh?
The game? You've never played the game before?
I don't know. What
So-
is the game?
So the name of the game is to... So now that you know the game is to not think about the game. And as soon as you think about the game, then you lose the game. Now, like, in a couple of years, somebody's going to be like, I just lost the game. And then you're going to be like, motherfucker! Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like 20 years. I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah. But every now and then, like, you'll come across like a meme or like a video, and they'll be like, they'll lead into something, and then they'll finish with, "You just lost the game," and then you're like, "Son of a bitch," because they make you think about it.
Start investing with the new BMO Advice Direct account and
Oh God. What was that?
Hello.
Sorry, I clicked the link and I didn't realize it was a video.
Unacceptable.
Damn it, close.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet.
Exceptionally.
Oh, good. I like to stand out.
There you go. Stand out in the middle of a field in space. Oh, there's
Is
one.
that? I guess. You guys will let me know what's happened since.
Nothing. I was sick last week. Didn't play on Tuesday.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. I was sick all week
What was
last
it?
week.
Oh shit.
Just like the flu again, just rolled through the house again.
Oh. Oh yeah.
COVID?
Yeah, it wasn't COVID, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. At this point, I'm just like, just fucking give it to me already.
Yeah, I know.
That might just be like being old and nihilistic or something, though.
Just give me the Omicron and let me be immune.
Omicron, per se, I ate.
Yep. You just need like a bingo card of like every year like what you get. It's like flu, cold, Omicron. 3 in a row.
Nice. Yeah, I actually didn't play because I was at the convoy. No, just kidding.
Take it. Obviously, you're home now.
Don't
So
talk
they
about
got cleared.
that shit, they'll fucking close your bank accounts, dude.
What's that?
So don't talk about that shit. They'll close your bank accounts.
Oh my
Yeah, no
goodness.
kidding, eh? It's like, shh, don't get. I need my money. Jesus, I haven't converted it to crypto yet.
Gestapo is listening.
You need your Dogecoin.
No, yeah, okay.
No,
I don't know,
no,
like-
it's NFTs now. Come on now.
Yeah, I bought. I bought an. What's a? Trying to think of a funny NFT joke. That's a good joke to just like pull out.
They should make Johnny Chimpo an NFT from Super Troopers.
Trudeau's
Oh, yeah.
blackface NFT.
Hey,
I got one for the
Trudeau's
what?
kid.
blackface NFT.
A blackface NFT, like a Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau in blackface.
Yeah. Exactly. With the what did he have on? Like a turban.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
just
turban.
get that one. Own that NFT. Yeah.
Yeah, what was he saying that he was Aladdin? Yeah.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Do you guys remember Johnny Chimpo from Super Troopers?
Yes. Super Troopers is fucking hilarious.
I feel like Marge would go like,
Nice.
yeah, like NFTs. That's just neat.
Mm.
So, oh my god.
Neat.
Just neat. Ooh. Yeah. What was the meme I saw today? Ladies, next time you get an unsolicited dick pic, turn it into an NFT and then give that person's name or name that person as the artist. And then if they want it taken out of the blockchain, they'll have to buy it back from you.
Nice.
That's amazing.
That's great.
I'm NFTs are just like trading cards, right? Like they have value because people think they have value.
Yeah.
What else do they do?
That's
Like,
about
they
it.
don't have a
That's
use
it.
case, do they?
Well, I don't know. They're like not secure at all either. I was watching Line Goes Up episode about NFTs. I haven't finished it yet, but he was talking about how there are scammers because it's completely non-regulated. So like it's just rife with scammers, and like they'll send NFTs and stuff to your crypto wallet, and then once you click on links, then it just auto transfers or like you auto purchase these NFTs from people, and they just
Oh yeah.
drain your wallet. Yeah. And there's and because it's not regulated, there's like nobody that you can get help from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you want to wade into that territory, you kind of have to know what you're doing.
I think you have to be one of the scammers.
Yeah, you have to at least be capable of scamming.
I mean, I just kind of see that as like the same way I see like Amway or like Ponzi schemes. This is like if you
There
want
are
to
yeah.
benefit from the scam, you have to be a part of the scam at the beginning.
there's actually these there's Discord servers, and I heard about it on Discord. I know that it's probably on other platforms too, but like they'll have these groups where there'll be this like coin, this like new altcoin, and it'll just be like a pump and dump, right?
Yeah.
They'll buy in and then sell as fast as they can, and like get other people's hype. The idea is that like they're gonna fake this thing blowing up, and then other people will buy in, and then they sell real fast.
Yes.
But
Pyramid scheme.
yeah, well, but the thing is, like, it is a pyramid scheme, and the victims are the people that think they're in on it, as in any other pyramid scheme, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's like it makes me think of that end scene in the Jet Li movie, The One, where it's just a prison planet and everybody's fighting to get to the top of the pyramid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of
Yeah.
people,
forgot about that movie.
just a bunch of people eating each other. Yeah.
Oh man, I once had a guy tried to. What's the one in sports? Like somebody described it as the cancer of the sports world. It was like Herbalife or something.
Herbalife is pretty bad.
Is that the one? I'm not sure if that was the correct. Anyway, somebody I was hanging out with tried to like. I'm not calling him a friend because he tried to get me in on it,
Into
and I was like,
MLMs?
yeah,
Well,
yeah, and
there's Herbalife, but then there's that other one as well. Isogenics.
I see. What is it?
Isogenics, that's another one too.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Amway, which is just the king of all of them.
Oh, yeah. Amway is like
Amway is the worst. That's like my default now. It's like anytime that somebody that I meet who's new, who seems like extra outgoing and like really nice, I always like worry that they're just gonna try to sell me Amway, and I think like 50% of the time I've been correct.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Amway's the worst, but I totally wish I would have got into it in like the 70s.
Yeah, but you would have had to have been like one of those first two or three like sociopaths that like went into like hardcore Christian conservative communities and just fleeced the
absolutely.
shit out of everybody.
Absolutely. I'm all for pyramid schemes as long as I'm at the top of the pyramid.
There you go. See, we just need to make our own pyramid scheme with blackjack and hookers.
Sign me up.
Actually, never mind the pyramid scheme.
Pyramid
It's
scheme.
like-
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
I'm gonna need a down payment from you guys to just get started, But you're on the ground floor. I
Yeah,
promise.
so I'm gonna start DMing full time. I'm gonna need a couple of upfront payments. Yeah, I'll start a Patreon. Yeah. I'll
Hey,
start a
there are
GoFundMe.
professional DMs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I
There
I,
was there was like I heard a documentary on CBC about a guy out in Ontario.
really
Mhm.
nice. I joined a Discord server that was kind of like it, with the intention of exploring the option, but I quickly realized that they were exploiting the labor of the people that wanted to be DMs, and they were like using like a token system or like a credit system for the players, like the players that have to buy credits, and then they would use a credit to get into a game, and then the DMs would get paid out based on the amount of credits and stuff. And I'm like, why is there a middleman here?
Yeah, that's
Why is there
I
a
see.
middleman here? How many players do you actually have on this server? This is bullshit.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that being a legit thing, but I guess you just kind of have to know somebody in advance.
Yeah. I mean, like if I was running the server, that would be one thing,
Yeah.
but I would rather just like to just run games for a job. I think that'd be lovely.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that where people just try to. I used to tutor a lot in grad school, and there'd be like these tutoring companies that try to like insert themselves between the tutors and the students, and like the cut they took was just insane all the
Right.
time. I never bothered.
That's so funny too. I feel like things like that, like like people get away from that with the more easily accessible like the technology is for social media and things like that. There's definitely way less need of a middleman
Hell
when
yeah.
when you got stuff like Facebook Marketplace and
Yeah.
stuff like
Cash
that.
App demo and
Yeah. OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Didn't they? I don't know if this went through. I don't really pay that much attention, but I heard that they were trying to get rid of all the porn on their site.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they may
they
have gone
were.
back on it though.
Yes,
I think they did.
they did, and they did because they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna get rid of all their porn," and then I think the CEO was
It's
like,
like
"Wait."
this is your business.
Yeah,
Like, what are you doing?
and then the CEO is just like, "What do you mean 90% of our income comes from porn?"
Yeah.
It's like you guys, yeah, you
It's
guys.
like
Yeah.
they're trying to just eliminate themselves. Like, what chance do they have like against other? This is
Yeah.
what they're famous for.
It's like
Stop
guys.
trying to run a moral company, people. You're doing fine.
Yeah, it's like you guys thought you were Patreon, but you were just Pornhub with extra steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, Patreon has porn too.
Oh
I
yeah.
can see it. Yeah.
Well, it's got yeah, it's got porn, and then there's animators that make porn too, apparently, and it's yeah, which is really funny because they'll like pay like porn artists and stuff. I guess it's not funny, but then they deplatformed a bunch of people like Sam Harris and Jordan Peterson, and I was like, oh, that's nice. I
I think
mean, it's
Sam
I mean,
Harris
like,
quit. I think Sam Harris quit. I don't think he was deplatformed. He quit when they
oh
deplatformed somebody
yeah,
else.
he quit in like solidarity of some other fucking.
Oh yeah,
asshole.
they deplatformed Carl Benjamin and then he quit.
That's
Solidarity.
really no big loss, I don't think. Anyways,
What do you mean?
I don't really care
Sam
for
Harris?
Sam Harris. No,
He's all right. Like,
I don't like him enough to pay for anything that he does.
oh no, me neither.
No, like I'll listen
Because
to
some of his
some
conversations will
debates.
be good enough to listen to.
Yeah, like I'll listen to some of his debates, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really kind of I've really lost interest in him over the last few years. I haven't followed him in I think 3 or 4
Same
years.
here. Yeah. I've listened to maybe like one or two conversations over the last few years.
Yeah.
I watched the train wreck with him and Jordan Peterson where they like got bogged down in
I was
semantics.
talking about that today. Because I was talking
Really?
about how I made a joke because I started my soil physics class today, and my instructor's voice is like 1 octave below Jordan Peterson's. So like every now and then he'll like hit a word and it'll just be like, "Oh," and I'm like, "It's time to talk about like the dominance hierarchy between soil profiles," and I'll be like, "Holy fuck!" Like he didn't actually say that, but like that's all I could think of half the class, and then
Yeah.
and then I told my friend, and then my friend asked who Jordan Peterson was, and I was like, "You lucky duck." And then I had to summarize Jordan Peterson in one paragraph. And then I started talking about it with my other buddy and how I didn't actually know who Jordan Peterson was until I heard him argue with Sam Harris on Sam Harris's podcast when I used to listen to him. And then it was just like I remember turning the episode off because it was just a
Yeah.
bunch of nonsense. Like they
It's just too much. No,
Yeah.
and like from what I remember, and this is just my perception of it. I'm not sure if it's accurate, but the way I saw it is that Sam Harris was just being thick.
Yeah.
He was just not like understanding what Jordan Peterson was trying to say.
That's right, 100%. Because that's what Sam
Yeah.
Harris does a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I remember listening to one episode with him, and he had a guest on, and the guest was like, "Well, this is your problem. Like when things blow up with like, because he had another episode that blew up with another guy, and it was like, well, this is your problem. Is like you're a really smart guy, but you're also an idiot when it comes to trying to actually see where somebody is and like see what they're actually trying to say before you like get bogged down in semantics."
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, they burned like an hour and a half talking about nothing, and then I forgot who Jordan Peterson was immediately, and then he went on Joe Rogan, and then I seen him on that, and then I started paying attention to him to see what the deal was with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I liked him for about a year, and then I kept paying attention and realized that he was actually just like a not likable person at all. So
Oh, I love listening to Jordan Peterson because he's absolutely fucking bonkers. Hilarious. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like listening. It's like listening to the Onion or the Beaverton. Only he's real.
Yeah, there you go.
But I
That's
wouldn't.
legit.
I wouldn't say that. I think like some topics he's better to listen to about than others.
There were some things that he had like interesting perspectives on like Bible study things, but he was also like cherry picking a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just on like being versed in, I feel like I know more stories than he does, and like he's cherry picking information to like push an agenda that would appeal to like conservative religious folks, Christian religious folks, and like he's trying to basically like profit off of their loyalty. And then
I mean, I'm not sure how honest of an actor he is. I think he's generally okay. I just think like he gets kind of wrapped up in his own ideas. sometimes
he's
and
definitely he's definitely in love with himself.
He definitely loves
doesn't.
himself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely there's definitely some issues there.
There's a really good Behind the Bastards podcast episode about Jordan Peterson. That's just a good show in general, but there's a really good episode about him. They just focus on him, just how he's like. And then like when I watch him debate with Sam Harris when they did a second attempt live, and then it was more successful, and just how he would never, like, you couldn't pin him down to admit to something that he actually believed in, because he's too afraid to like say any of his actual beliefs on certain things, like around religion and like spirituality.
Yeah,
Peterson?
the fact that he won't just
Jordan
say
Peterson,
like, does
yeah.
he?
Yeah, Peterson. Yeah, because like he'll never say like because he'll be like, oh, do you like are you agnostic? Are you an atheist? Are you like do you believe in God? And then he'll be like, well, what's God? And they'll be like, well, no.
I think
like,
though I think like if I mean I'm pretty familiar with some of the things that he's said, like some of the ideas, and like I understand like that can be like sort of flip flopping or like wishy washy. He's trying to just like not give anybody something that they can attack him for. But I think like when he explains like what he means by it, it does make a certain amount of sense.
I think
Like,
I just don't think that he's an honest person. So
oh really?
no, like I think that he's just like an intellectually dishonest person.
Oh really? I didn't. Okay.
That's the vibe I get from him now. I used to think that he was a lot more genuine, but the longer I paid attention to him, because I've been following him off and on since 2016,
Right.
and yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It was a good podcast.
It's not his
episode.
fault, but he's definitely become more political.
He
Yeah.
has, yeah. I wouldn't say he's dishonest, but I would say he has some glaring blind spots.
That's
And so, yeah. If you don't know about those blind spots, you're not gonna get you're not gonna be able to hear him and get something useful out of it. So
Well,
that's
I
kind of
mean,
where I'm on that.
his whole claim to fame and misinterpreting what the bill was about too was kind of
What do you mean?
like the whole like how he got famous in the first place and like speaking
Oh.
out again. Was it Bill C-64?
Yeah, mandated speech.
Yeah, but I mean that was just like you're not allowed to call someone an N-word because then you can be charged with like discrimination. It was- it was
Part of
things
it
like
was
that.
there was things, it wasn't like prohibitions on words that he had a problem with. It was that there were some words that you have to say.
Exactly.
And that is actually a problem. The government should never be able to mandate that you have to say certain things.
They can tell you what not to say, but they
Yeah.
can't tell you what you have to say.
Exactly.
I don't remember that part.
And that's a yeah,
See,
but that was
I
the whole
never-
thing.
Yeah, but I
That
never
was the whole
read.
thing.
I don't remember reading that when I read C-64. I just remember it saying that like certain words were going to be like counted as discrimination and could be counted as a hate crime. So like calling someone a tranny
Oh,
could be
okay.
So
considered a hate
the
crime.
bill
Somebody
makes
wanted
reference.
you to use their particular pronouns that you didn't necessarily believe in. You could get called out and charged for not using the words that they wanted you to use.
Yeah. And part of the problem with the bill is it makes reference to other literature that wasn't contained within it. So without reading all that other literature, like you wouldn't know. I think like the Ontario Human Rights Commission literature. I'm not. It's been a while. I don't remember all the details of it, but I think it made reference to something else that actually did clarify that pronouns were included in those definitions. But yeah. Anyway.
Such a long time ago.
Such a long time ago. Yeah, we've got other things to worry about, like
Like a
emergency
dogfight.
powers for a dogfight.
Yeah, a
I
space
was going to say
dogfight.
space battles.
Yeah,
Space
I was
battles,
gonna-
yeah.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
that's
a
right.
Space dogfight.
We're under attack by Spidercraft, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you guys are in the middle of a section where there are currently 5 large floating rocks in I put up a 12 by 12 grid. I'll share my screen here. Just give me 2 seconds. You guys have your ship plus 2 smaller ships. I guess my first question is who's hooked up to the helm of the main ship right now? Who's going to be flying that?
I think it was Ember.
Okay. What is your intelligence modifier?
Ember has a +2 to intelligence.
Okay. So there's the main ship, and then there's 2 gunships. 2 little scouting gunships. The main ship is still damaged, so the speed is reduced, which is why you guys aren't able to just continue running away. Everybody's had a long rest, just so you know. And you guys have a certain amount of rounds to position on the map and do anything you want to try to set up before they come in from a random corner. Has everybody rolled for
I
initiative?
think the best.
I haven't rolled yet. 1 sec.
I have.
So that,
Okay.
and I think Lupin did too.
Yep.
And I think I did state that all my rolls were going to be 2s tonight, so.
Oh yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesdays. Also.
2s or 20s.
Tuesday. It's 2/22/22.
It'd be 2s, 20s, or 12s.
2s, 20s, or 12s.
And at 10:22, it's going to be 22, 22, 22.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
All the 2s you could ask for.
Yeah. Yes. So you guys did see on the radar that there is a large ship, kind of looks like a spider, and then crawling around it are 5 to 6 smaller ships that also look like spiders that look like they could also be gunships. They could be flying on their own. I guess I would ask who wants to be where to start with. Who wants to stay on the main ship, and then who wants to be on a smaller ship? I'll say the smaller ships could probably fit 2 people if you needed them to.
We still have the guest with us, the guy we rescued?
Yes.
I will stay with Ember to protect Ember, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Lupin will take a flight ship because it's what he does.
Okay. Some purple.
Damocles wants to take the other one. 2X would be happy to attempt a boarding of their other main ship to fuck with them while the dogfight's going on too.
Are you going to get over there on one of our fighters?
Yeah, drop me off on the way.
Sounds good. Jump on. I'll take the other one.
Okay.
Drop me off in the path or something like that.
Okay.
I'm okay floating in space for a while.
Am I able to tap
yes.
into the ship and ask it about the oncoming enemies? Preferably if their ships have any particular power sources.
Before we go any further, I'll leave the sword with Kiwan that we got from the Dwarven Forge.
The sword.
Yes.
Very good.
I told you what the sword is, right?
I don't
No.
know if you did.
I didn't. It's a +1 sword, but you guys didn't look into it any further than that.
Didn't have the time where the people will do it.
Kiwan, I guess you have the time to attune to it, if that's the case, if Lupin leaves it with you.
I will attune to it.
Okay, so like over the course of an hour, you would attune to the sword. It's a short sword, and you can tell that it's got a nice slice to it for now.
A nice slice.
Like
Other than that,
it's like
the +1 sword.
that you're aware of. Yep.
Very good.
I think I missed the last adventure.
It was a
was
one
probably
shot on Wednesday. Or wait,
That's right. That's right. I was
Oh,
probably,
okay.
you know what? That was probably where I was long resting. I was probably just in the chair and conked out.
Ember, I think we would be very safe over there between those asteroids, yeah?
I actually agree. If we don't know what direction the ship is coming from, I'd say putting us to the left of the middle star or the right of the middle star. give us some cover.
Also, Q1 roll a d4. So, okay.
Damocles is on board with the boarding action, so I'll be riding with him.
Okay.
Lupin's gonna fuck shit up.
Nice.
I'll provide cover for them.
Nice. Okay. Sorry, I was just double checking something there. You were saying?
Which person were you talking to?
Who was talking last? 2X was saying he was riding with Demaclos. I'm not sure if somebody said something right after that or not.
Oh, I'm just providing cover.
Okay.
And I said that Lupin was gonna fuck shit up.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So your ship's got 3 squares of movement per turn, and the little ship's got 6 squares of movement. And here's your
Can
stats.
we? And we're in the corner. We're in the bottom corner.
Yeah. You guys are green, purple, green and purple. Yeah.
And I'm gonna move us 3 squares diagonally to the center, and I'm gonna try to tap into the ship and ask the ship if it recognizes the spider ships coming. Because basically, I just want to know if we're gonna target those ships, which ones are we gonna hit? Like,
Okay.
sorry, like what points on that ship are like the power cells or the shields or the life support?
Okay. Let's see here. Make a history check as it just bombards you with like pages and pages of data, just like streaming through your mind as you're like, oh god. And then while you're doing that, Q1, you have access to, I guess, the weapon system and or the navigation scanning.
Excellent. What do we have for weapons?
There is a cannon that has been restored on the main deck, and then there's the tentacles of the ship itself as well. So there's a ranged attack and a melee attack.
Well, keep the tentacles for when we're in close. What is the closest ship? Is it the one just to the bottom right?
Currently, they are not on the map. You guys are setting up a positioning right now.
Okay.
And then they're going to appear on the map probably in one of the quadrants randomly at this time.
All right. We'll just arm the cannons then.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a spider ship. It has similar weapons to what you guys have. It's also in spider fashion, more so than an actual Neogi. It'll attempt to get in close and grapple on, and then on board with Neogi troops, attempting to, like in typical fashion, they'll just attempt to mind control whoever's in charge first, and decentralize the command, and then just let chaos wreak, taking the most valuable people that they deem.
And then on their ships, they look like spiders. So, like, is there a point where, like, the spider's ass connects to the abdomen, and our ship would be like, "That's an important thing to destroy."
Would it be worth me staying on board our main ship instead then?
It depends on how you want to operate.
Might be.
I guess it depends if you want to wait for them to board you or if you want to try to board them first.
I will take it to them.
Okay. Okay. Demaclos, where do you want to move to? Just so you know, these are all floating rocks as well, so they would give potentially cover based on where you're positioned, or anything else that you can think of to use them for.
Can we land on a floating rock to get even more cover?
You could.
All right. Why don't we bring our fighter right up close to the middle rock, but on the side of the main ship?
Like around here?
Yeah.
Okay. And how about you, Lupin?
I am going to fall in behind the main ship, about middle. So 1, 2, let's see, 3 B.
I was really like
K.
chess.
3K.
Notice the letters and numbers. That's fantastic.
3K?
Yeah.
Like here?
Let's go J.
Okay.
That way I'm covering the backside. And we semi have cover on both sides, so
Okay. Nice.
I set giant sky caltrops.
Sky caltrops, yeah. Nice. Okay. Yes, so the spider ship is going to come in at this point here. And is going to deploy three ships right there. I guess I'm going to roll initiative, see where it falls. Okay, yes. So they are going to go after Ember because I rolled a 3 on initiative.
Oh, thank God.
What does Demaclus want to do?
Get in close and drop me off.
Yeah.
Blast right up the middle and just all bail out.
Go right in through. Might want to wait for them to get a little closer. Then we'll be
Are
on.
we telepathically linked with the rest of the crew?
That's a good question.
It's a mind flare ship. I don't see why we wouldn't be.
I'll say each square is 100 meters. 100 by 100 meters. Not 1,000. I won't make it like Star Trek combat where you guys are thousands of meters away from each other.
100 meters. For spells, like let's say I've got a spell that lets me do it at 300 feet, and if I have the spell sniper, which I do, that'd be 600 feet.
Yep.
That would work for 600 meters.
Let's just call it 100 by 100 feet squares then.
Okay.
We'll get off the metric for a little bit.
Goddamn Imperial bullshit.
Do we know how fast the
Imperium
spider ships are? Imperium. Do we know how fast the
The large ship is probably about as fast as your little ships are. Your little ship's got 6 squares of movement. Your big ship has 3 because it's damaged.
Oh, so they're fast.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go in hard and fast?
Hell yeah, as close as you can. I'll be hanging on the outside and I'll climb outside the ship.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. So go up to A7, swoop around, and then straight in towards the big ship.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I guess we won't be able to get all the way there, will we?
Just go straight in, diagonally.
Is that, can we, yeah, we can just go straight there diagonally, right?
Yep.
But are those little ones are going to get in the way, right?
They'll take opportunity attacks if you fly past them.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can attack and I'll jump off while you're attacking.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you're going to fly through to
High
make the...
speed strafing attack
Okay.
with a bomb.
With the bomb.
Yep.
Okay. What are you doing? I guess Demaclus, as you're piloting the ship and you fly through these 3 little gunships, and they immediately fly towards you as you move through their square, and they're gonna make attacks, but you can go first as you have the initiative. But they will they'll attempt to take opportunity attacks on you guys.
Yeah. So just as we're coming in to them, I'll cast a field of darkness that we fly through.
Okay. Like just kind of like waiting till they get right up in your area.
Yeah. So basically, as we're going through that square, basically a darkness that like directly ahead of us, and then we fly through it.
Okay. What's
In
your
the last little
intelligence?
stretch.
What's your intelligence or wisdom modifier?
+3 and +3 wisdom, +1 intelligence.
Okay. Let's say your ship's AC is based on your wisdom modifier. And Lupin, what's your intelligence modifier?
It is +2.
Okay. I guess the one with the higher AC moving into combat is probably a good idea. Okay, so you're casting darkness?
Yep.
Oh, I got caps lock on like an angry person.
Only 15 foot.
Do you want to cast it on one of the
Hold up.
ships?
That's probably better. Yeah.
Okay. So as these 3 ships, they move in and they don't attempt to shoot at you per se. They attempt to fly past with their little spider legs and try to gouge into your ship and like immobilize you to start with. And the first one is just going to hit this globe of darkness right as it gets in range of you. And then the next one is going to fly through that globe of darkness and miss you. And then this third one is going to... I just rolled 3 nat ones. So,
Nice.
yeah. So,
Crash into each other.
yeah, that's actually what happens. One of them crashes into the other in the globe of darkness. And then the globe of darkness, you hear like an explosion go through as it lights up. And, gee whiz. Okay, one of them just one of them blows up where the globe was. As you fly into the main ship.
There's pieces of it falling out of the darkness. Sweet.
Nice.
Nice.
As you
Holy crap, that would work!
as you strafe past their ship, there we go. There we go. 2x. We'll put you over here. We'll move these little pumpkin
There's
ships.
no rigging on their ship at all or anything like that?
Their ship looks like a big old spider.
Drop me off on the hull! I'll try to get him to drop me off on the bottom side.
Okay.
If I can, or when I jump off, I'll try to get to the bottom side. I'll line in there if I can, as best I can.
Okay. Are you hoping to get inside the ship eventually, or?
I'll take apart what I can on top of the ship before I worry about getting inside it.
You're a gremlin.
Exactly, I'm gonna gremlinoid it, totally.
Nice.
Oh, we should have made
Down the
friends
next
with
ship
some of
and
those
just
guys.
Basically distract this ship and make it hard for them to do what they want to do while the fighters are fighting.
Nice. I'm just gonna leave that token there for you.
For no reason at all whatsoever, I'm sure.
Well, it will depend on where you end up on the ship, and then it'll determine what you run into. Okay. As you land on, are you attempting to just go unnoticed, or how do you want to do this?
For now, yeah.
Okay, I'll say make a stealth
Yeah,
check.
I can do this.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I want. $19.
Okay. Yeah, you just land on there soundlessly for the moment.
This is a perfect day for 2x. It's Tuesday.
Oh shit.
Oh, it is 2x Tuesday, isn't it?
This could be the day
All
that he
roles were
dies.
prevented.
It could be. Shit's going down either way.
Nice. I guess as you pass by a few windows, you can see that there are a bunch of what appear to be orc crewmen just wandering around with like their sunken mind control look about them. moving to I'll see that there's one here, and one there for sure that you can see.
Okay, I'll be looking for the boss, not them.
Cool.
Sneak around on the side of the ship.
Okay.
If I can't see who's driving the ship right now.
This fellow
the helm
is
the helm's below or what?
this guy on the top is operating the controls, from what you can see. Make an insight check.
Is there? If there's only 3 on the deck, I might do something about it.
Okay.
Over there, the guy closest to the railing looks like he might want to go for a swim in space.
This one here.
The one closest to the railing that I'm closest to.
Okay. Actually, I'll say make a quick perception check to see if you can get a read on like what their positions are doing and what each one is doing in their areas.
22.
22? Okay. Yeah, so you can tell that this one appears to be consulting some sort of star charts and using like a long range like navigation system as he's like looking through like these binoculars built into the back end and just looking back and forth and then barking back in Orcish. And then this one is like pulling on some levers and whatnot, and you can see that the legs are kind of moving into position. And then this one appears to be operating what could be the helm, or at least the steering and propulsion.
And forward is down and to the left, right?
What's that?
The ship, the front of the ship, which is the front end.
This would be the front end.
Okay, perfect. So I'm assuming the guy at the helm's looking forward. So I'm gonna grab the dude off the deck that's right closest there.
Okay.
I'll kick on the spider arms too.
Okay.
As my little.
It's a 10 on the deck save.
That did not save, so he'll take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll hit him with a dirty 20.
Okay.
Do I get a sneak attack on him?
Yes, you would. There's a pretty good stealth check that you made before, so.
So 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage? Okay, yes. So how do you kill this guy with your second attack as you move in?
Basically, I grab him by the throat and sort of squeeze him real tight. And I'm having some happy to kill things urges lately.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just his upbringing or what. But as he joyfully squeezes the life out of this little creature, he just hefts it overboard and just sends it off drifting into space quietly.
Nice. Okay.
Whisper something in his ear.
Nice.
And maybe one of his lower jaw flaps might twitch a little bit.
Nice. They both see you as you do this, so you know, and then they start barking out in Orcish. And
I was going to just jump back over the side with them, but
okay.
actually I will anyway, whether they see me or not. Yeah, I'll just right over the side again.
Yeah, and then you'll hear like barking, like just yelling out orders, and then footsteps like rustling through just below deck.
And I'll
Something's
hurry
coming.
to the far back end underneath the navigator dude. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's probably a turn.
Okay, no, for sure. Kiwan. I guess Kiwan and yes.
What are the range? What range do I have on these cannons?
You can pretty much shoot anywhere on the map. Depending on.
Do I have a clear enough line of sight?
Through the rocks, you can attempt to. I guess if you want to zero in, I'll say make a perception check. Otherwise, you can just leave it to fate as well.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Perception 1. I'll try to hit the big one.
Okay.
What attack roll is that?
Make a ranged attack roll, just to keep it simple. As you're manning the gun,
I don't even think I have a ranged attack right now.
it'd be a
Usually
dexterity
based off
attack.
of dex.
Yeah, just a dex attack.
Dexterity?
Yep.
Like,
Ugh. Okay. As you fire off, and then you hit the rock, and I was hoping something like this would happen, as it explodes into 3 smaller rocks. Whoa.
Oh, jeez. Is this asteroids, you bastard?
It's asteroids.
I'm not sorry.
I love the little references you continually throw into these games.
Thanks. Lupin, what are you doing? As these start to drift quickly towards your guys' ship. Because for some reason physics doesn't work here. I'll say that one's going this way. And then the other 2 are going your guys' way.
I could go up and make an attack on those asteroids to bounce them back up towards them.
Okay. Do you want to attempt to shoot them, or do you want to attempt to do like a melee attack?
I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay.
Can you do something psychic-wise? Because you've got the psychic
Yeah,
skills.
I was gonna say, can I use my psychic
Yep.
attack to do this?
Of course.
This one looks like a 7.
Key one. Move me up in front of the ship.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
'Kay.
10 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you'll smash it into enough pieces that it's no longer an issue.
26. 8 damage.
Okay.
And I will position myself behind the big asteroid that's moving up.
Oh,
No, the
you're gonna
big one.
Or like you're gonna follow it?
Just right about there.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. That's actually I like that. Okay. Amber, what are you doing?
Have any of the smaller ships started moving towards us?
They have not yet. You've seen 2 of them
Okay.
kind of swarm around in like a little mini dogfight as one of your ships flew through them, but they have just deployed from the big ship and then moved into position. They'll start
Okay,
making movements on this next turn.
I'm going to move our ship. Behind the asteroid that's to our bottom right. Yeah. And I'm going to ready an action. If I see any little ships come within 60 feet of me, I'm going to create or destroy air in the ship.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Do you want to move to this spot or this spot?
Actually, the first where I was before, because then that way I have a line of sight on our other ships.
Oh, on Lupin and okay. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
kind
wanna
of do. This area here is kind of blurry right now, unless you kind of clear up. Kiwan's got a better idea of what's going on over there than you do, but okay. They're also constantly throwing chaff into your system as well. Psychic static from their ship. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna see if I can ask my ship to like try to filter some of that out.
Okay.
Jam them back.
Yeah.
How do you want to do that?
All right.
Let
They're
them
not
do
close,
the
so I'm gonna
Star
drop my
Wars.
ready to action, and instead I'm going to.
Cast religious hymns.
Can I cast? Yeah. Can I sort of do that with like a first level thunder wave? Spend a thunder wave to like electrify our frequency and like send out a radio signal to counter theirs.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
18.
Okay, and then make an intimidation check with advantage.
8.
This is better than my 4.
Oh, nice.
The most important thing is that you're able to disrupt their interference on you, so you have a clear image. I won't give you disadvantage on any readied actions over like line of sight or anything like that. And by will of my god, yes. And yes. Okay. Now it's their turn. Demaclos, I guess you would have done a flyby, so you're probably over in this A9, hey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I dropped 2x off. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I am, yeah.
Okay. Let me see what these guys want to do. Yeah, okay, so they're both gonna fly up to you and like move in with their steel spider legs, and one of them's going to miss you, as it just kind of doesn't get close enough, and then you realize that it's actually corralling you into the other one as it just like reaches in with its legs and just like stabs into both sides of the ship, and it's going to deal. Your ship has 10 hit points, by the way. It's going to deal 3 damage. And hold you in place as you're effectively grappled with these 2 ships just right around you. And then this little one, these little ones are going to move towards the big ship. Actually, they'll share a square still, because they don't know Lupin is behind the meteor, and the last place they saw Ember's ship head towards was behind this rock. And then this one's going to head over here. And it is going to open fire. And it's going to hit the asteroid. And these are going to move. All 3 of them are going to start hurtling towards your guys' ship. And with that, I guess 2x, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna pull their navigator, or beat their navigator to shit from over the edge using my 10-foot reach. I'll just sort of peek up around the corner and just like boom, boom, spider arm them
Nice.
from the darkness of space.
Okay, so as you pull him down and you do this, you get a glimpse of the biggest Neogi creature that you've ever seen before as he rolls up the stairs with 2 more orcs beside him. And he is wearing a chef's hat and a necklace of spell scrolls of like varying colors and sizes.
We'll deal with him eventually.
And I guess make your attack roll.
23 and a 17.
Okay, yes, you hit both times. Does he have to make a dex save as you move into his bubble? That's a nat 1 if so. Or is that just the first time with the spider arms?
Just the first time, yeah.
Okay, right.
As soon as I activate it. 22 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, you like attempt to pull him over, but then you realize that you only have the top half of his body. As his legs are like on the ground by the nav system.
I gleefully toss his upper corpse into the trailing wake of the space vessel, and again tuck over the side.
Okay.
And then
Good lord, this is a horror movie.
It's a horror movie for them, yeah.
We
go-
are the alien.
Straight under the hull, which will bring me up somewhere like basically straight directly to the left of where he is right now. I'm going to aim to come up on the other side.
Okay, so you want to come up over here eventually?
Yeah, but down a little lower, closer to the helm area. Maybe. Yeah, somewhere over there I'll peek up. But I'll
Okay.
stay well below the side as I work my way across.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Thank you. Demaclus, what do you want to do?
So I've got one ship that's just over there, and then one that's connected in. How big are these ships? Like, how many people are in them? Are they just like small one-person fighters, or what?
So like as you look into them, you can see they're small one-person fighters, and like they look like they're being operated by like a Neogi, which I'm not sure if you've seen those images before.
I have not. Look one up.
I'll find out.
Gross.
Spider, snake. Fucking.
Oh, you got one up.
There we go.
No, that's
That's a xenomorph. They're more like there.
Oh no, I was talking about Ozzy's a xenomorph.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh,
there's a Neogi. Fuck, they're creepy looking fucks. I think the hairy abdomen is the worst part.
yeah, they're like a hairy spider eel.
And this thing's like hooked directly into me.
His ship is. He's got some spider legs stabbed into your ship right now. Let me see. There's another one here too. I don't mind the new images as much. So effectively, he's basically holding on to you. The ship that you're in is probably like a 10-foot square, so it's a little bit bigger than like it could fit 1 to 2 people. It's like smaller than a TIE fighter essentially, and then they're about the same size, if not a little bit smaller than your ship.
Right. Can I see this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You like look out your window and you can see him just
Yeah.
like fucking stabbed in there. You can see into his
Okay.
window, and you can see this fucking freak show manning the controls with his spider arms.
All right. I want to cast heat metal on
Yeah.
what he's sitting on.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna fail.
Oh my god.
Okay. He's gonna fail his con save on that for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. What does that mean? He's stuck in the ship. But he's not stuck in the ship. Okay, roll the damage and I'll tell you, depending on how intense the damage
Oh, right. I
is.
have to roll this.
Yeah.
It's... Oh, you did already. Okay.
Well, that would be 2d8, I guess, yeah. Unless you're
2d8, yeah.
casting. 2d8 fire damage.
Third level or higher? No, I'll just do the base one.
Decent. Okay. Where are you? I should call these guys dog fighters.
There you go.
Dog spiders.
Dog spiders. Nice. Cool. Yeah, so as you oh my god. That's basically a Diogi. A Diogi.
Diogi.
They have coins.
Remember, you can have inspiration for that. Son of a bitch. Okay, so yeah, so as you cast heat metal on it, and then the ship, it just turns red on the inside, and you can hear like howling and anger as it pops open, as the hatch to the controls blasts open, and then he crawls out of the ship, and now he is now on the side of the ship, and in front of your face, and he's looking a little bloodied, but he's also looking a little dangerous.
Does the ship I'm on have any weapons?
Yes, but it would be an action to use the weapons
Yeah.
or to
So I've
cast a
already
spell.
done an action. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Um,
I wonder.
I'll say
bonus.
technically you're not grappled anymore, so you could move if you wanted to. But as you move, you're going to take his ship with you
Okay.
because he's not controlling it to like fight against anything you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just start moving in the direction of the big alien ship.
Okay.
And I'll use a bonus action to bring out a flame blade. So just have that at the ready.
Okay. Okay. The other ship is going to attempt an opportunity attack in that one on you, and
No, we're not having a good
it is going to slice the other ship apart as you're as you're trying to escape.
Beautiful.
But the Niyogi itself jumps from his ship that is destroyed to the outside of your ship. So you now have one of these guys on the outside of your ship as you're flying towards.
Great.
Barrel.
But your little dog fighter doesn't have an air pocket on the outside of it, so let me just check his. Let me check his. I'm gonna check his
your
his
fighting
constitution. Okay, yeah. So he's got 2 rounds before he suffocates, since he was not prepared to be holding his breath. Kiwan, what are you doing? As these 3 fucking asteroids are flying towards your guys' ship.
They're flying towards us. Hey,
Yeah.
what is the closest one?
There's the. I'll say that the middle one.
The middle one.
Yeah.
Ember, I'm gonna shoot that one, and maybe that'll give us a gap to go through.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take a shot at that one.
Nice, that'll hit. And let me just see here. Nice. Cool. I'll say you're able to clear a path.
Very good. Can I use a chi point to take another shot, or is that going to work with Starship Battle?
How do you want to flavor it?
Now that we've got that shot, the big ship.
Okay. Yeah, if you burn the resources, I'll say sure.
Okay.
You don't have to make a dexterity check. You should be making a dexterity attack, so you can add your proficiency to it too. I just noticed.
Oh, okay. And what is that command? Is that just attack and then dex, or what?
Are you using dex as your base attack already? What's your
should be, I guess.
What's your
Yeah.
strength and what's your dexterity?
Oh, you're asking all the tough questions.
Make a short sword attack.
Short sword attack?
+7.
He
Yeah,
has
okay.
a +6. Yeah, a +7.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
that's
right. That
the,
short sword is
+1
magic.
modifier.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
So he has a +6 to attacks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
16 dexterity.
there we go.
Nice. To the big ship.
Yes, please.
Okay. Roll a d10. Holy shit.
Nice.
Nice. Key 1. Or sorry, 2x make a dexterity save.
I was just gonna say, I hope I don't get blasted off the hull.
I didn't
No, dude,
think
it's
at all
perfect.
this would happen.
It's perfect. I love it.
I'll swing
Nice.
around and grab you.
As the ship fucking
Oh, I want to be on there.
as
Like, on the unfinished business. You don't worry.
as this massive bolt of energy from the cannon fires through, and it just carves a fucking like 3 foot wide, like 20 foot long gouge right where you were 2 seconds prior to X before you seen it coming, and just like spider senses pulled you to the side, kind of did like a one arm pull up out of the way, dangling your feet as this beam of energy just rips past you and just tears into the ship. The ship is still operable. You can hear like yelling, scrambling inside and on the deck. And you
Is there
see
a hole in the ship?
yes, there's a hole in the ship, and you see
Wonderful.
I guess he's going to go back downstairs into the
Yeah,
deck,
I knew
into the ship itself.
And are we all still telepathically linked?
I'll say yes.
Yes. I'll just say, hey, 2X. Sorry about that.
Damn fine shot if I do say. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Lupin, what are you doing?
Lupin is gonna make a loop around the side and smack. What do you think? The big ship or the small ones? Let's take out the small ones.
Okay. This guy's going to fail his deck save, and this rock is going to smash into him.
Nice.
Perfect. I'm going to go for the one in the back.
Sorry?
I'm going to swing around the big ship and go for the small ship in the back.
Oh, okay.
In the triangle formation.
Okay.
I'm going to make my little dex attacks here.
Okay. How do you want to flavor the melee attack off of these little gunships?
It's one tentacle that just swings out and hits it.
Okay. Okay, no, that sounds good.
Unless you want to connect it to my psychic powers, like I've been thinking about with the shots and stuff. It's just one psychic blade coming out the end.
I'll say this is like these two tentacles, and each one's got like a psychic blade on the end of it, as it's doing like slashes instead of grapples.
Perfect.
You hit the one in the back, and you bloody it effectively as you tear off two of the back legs on it, but it is still flying at the moment.
Can I have sneak attack since they didn't see me, or
Make a stealth check. Oh yeah, you can do attack damage. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
two?
Nice. He's still floating. I was gonna say he's still standing, but he's floating. For now. Its speed is reduced greatly as the other two continue on. Ember, what
Hold
are you
on.
doing? Go ahead.
I still have my second attack,
I'm sorry, that's right. I was thinking that the sneak attack was part of the second attack. My apologies.
and I'm going to use it on the second ship
Oh, okay.
to kind of try to slow it down too.
Okay.
I assume that hits, but 5 damage.
Yeah, it hits. The damage is it's a good hit, but it doesn't look like it's nothing major.
Then I will burn a psychic night die
Okay.
and increase the damage.
Okay.
Just gotta pull up.
If you raise it high enough, you can reduce their speed by half.
It is 1d6.
Okay. Just don't roll a 1.
3.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to tear off a couple of the back end legs from the added impact of the psychic blade on the tentacle, and these two are effectively hamstrung as their speed is reduced, but they are turning to engage you at this point as well. And Ember, what are you doing?
Okay, Ember is... I can cast Call Lightning at a pretty far distance, 240 feet.
Okay.
So where do I have to be?
1, 2... You got to be basically like 2 to 2.5 squares away from them. So you could get to here, you could go to...
Okay. What if I go, am I able to bypass the asteroid on my right and go 3 squares to the right and then target one of the smaller ships?
You can fly past this one, but you'll have to make a check to see if you don't hit it. And then apologize to Key1 for opening the pathway for you and then not using it.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair. Yeah, that was
sure, although Key1 wouldn't say anything, but I'll speak on his behalf.
You know what? Can I just use... I use my turn to try to get the tentacles of our ship to just, like, take the 3 little asteroids and just try to, like, throw them in the direction of the bigger and the smaller ships?
Yes, you can definitely try.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, exactly. Put myself there and then just kind of, like, send the 3 smaller asteroids in, like, in the... Two at the big ship and 1 at the smaller ships. Telepathically warning my team that I've caused some fodder on the field.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
Can I do... can I cast Shatter?
Okay.
That and then do an Arcana check to try to control the Shatter?
Make an Arcana check with advantage because you're burning a spell slot.
Yeah.
I love how you're casting spells through the ship, Ember. This is fucking...
Yeah. So I TPK'd a couple times doing this, so
that thunder shit was awesome, though. I like that fucking picture you put up. It was great.
Nice.
all right, casting Arcana.
Okay.
Advantage. 17? Ooh,
Okay,
look at that
yes.
one.
Okay.
Look at that one.
Okay.
Not today one.
What's your spell save DC 13? Okay. DC 13. Okay. So what you do is you grab onto the biggest of the 3 rocks with all the tentacles and like over top of the ship you just like lean back and then just like throw it, and then at the last second before letting go, the like the thunderous energy, the concussive force flows through the tentacles from you casting Shatter into the rocks, and as it lets go and flings these rocks out, they explode and then just fly into like several different directions. And I'll say that this rock is gone, but a bunch of debris is going to fly into both groupings successfully. And I'm going to start making some saves here. I'm going to roll another nat 1. I'm going to take your Arcana check, which is 12, and that's going to be the amount of damage that they have to save against.
Oh, no, the Arcana check was 17. The damage was 12.
12 is the damage. I'll take the damage. That's right. Okay, my apologies. Okay, that's another nat 1. Okay. Okay.
These are awesome.
It's amazing. Okay, where's my...
Flavored off. I keep that loop going with the frequency.
Nice. Okay.
Fuck those guys.
So you know, like when spaceships fly through like a mini asteroid field, and there's a little ping, 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 and like just all these bullet holes just start ripping through the hull. Lupin, make a dex save as you attempt to maneuver through this, just like the other people in your bubble.
Do you need me to roll as well?
Yeah, you're gonna have to as well.
I did warn you.
Oh, good. 22. I got it.
Nice. Okay, on a save, take 6.
Can I deflect missiles? Any of it?
Yeah, you can attempt to deflect missiles as these tiny little fucking softball-sized rocks, everything from like the size of a dime to the size of a softball, is just flying into you and just kind of like doing what you do.
I can deflect 13 points of damage, and I picture it as like an extension of my my spider arms force glow. It's just a little, and the little shield comes up, and shit just goes off the shield.
Nice.
Little psychic shield.
Yeah, Lupin, you can take 6 damage, and your ship can take 6 damage.
So I passed it, or
you pass, so you take half. Yeah, and then let's see here. I should probably highlight your guys' ship's HP right now. So Lupin, your ship has 4 hit points.
nice.
I'm gonna delete these because this damage means nothing. Because you guys are just doing what you want, and I'm okay with that.
Keep it up, you guys. You're tearing them up.
Okay.
I don't know, Ozzy. I think it's about time to make your evac, since we got these guys on the run. You know.
So
I
those
want to
two.
see this thing implode. You can pick me up after it's in pieces.
So okay, so Lupin, you flew in there and you made the tentacle attacks with the psychic knives, and you basically effectively hamstrung 2 of the ships. And as they started maneuvering to turn around to engage you, and then that's when this explosion happens in the distance, and you just see it over top of the ships that are coming towards you, Lupin, and you're able to like do a barrel roll as Ember just like fires off into everybody's mind. I'm sorry, and look out! And those 2 ships that are turning around that are already damaged by you to like move in, they just get lit up and just torn to pieces as they explode around you. The other ship with you is able to just like maneuver at the same time, and you can see that they're a pretty decent pilot. And then this ship here is going to take even more damage. It's effectively bloodied. It has about 8 hit points left, 8 mega hit points, I guess you would call them, and it is starting to list. And 2x, what you're going to see on this ship itself is crew members being blasted off the end of the hull. You can see like through the opening, the big Nyogi with the scroll necklace is running down into like the lower depths, and then you see this huge lumbering shape follow after it as they both get into what appears to be a torpedo as their turn starts, and then the ship is going to fire this torpedo out of it towards the Nautilid.
Oh, that's not good. They have to run away, Josh.
Running away to their glorious future.
I'd love to try to catch up and tag along with that fucking vessel if I can. But
Make a perception check. 2x.
I was gonna actually go invisible and dive in the hull and chase after that fucker was my intention. Perception. So 21.
It's not the only torpedo in the ship.
Yeah, okay.
as it fires towards the Nautilid, and the Nautilid is going to take 9 damage.
That we have 10 health, right?
And you have 20 health.
Oh, okay.
That guy's on board that torpedo. Watch out.
You have 11 health now. As this torpedo smashes into the lower half of your guys' hull, Key 1 and Ember. It just rumbles, and then you can hear like shouting from below deck as like crew members are just running around. And at this point, the prisoner wakes up, or your guys' passenger wakes up from his meditation. And is there anything that you want to do? Tell him to do, but before that, 2x, it's your turn. Ember and Key 1 can think about what to tell him.
I'm gonna hit that other escape pod.
Okay.
And I don't know how it's constructed, but if I can aim it so I don't smash into our ship and I could bail out onto our ship, that would be best.
Okay, make a survival check.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, I'll fire me right into it if I don't have a choice. Try. 17.
Yeah, so you're able to like you pull in, you strap on, you like pull the lid down, and as you do, it just automatically loads into a chamber, and then you just hear it fire up like just like a, and it just fires towards it, and you're going at like maximum velocity, and it's very different to be flying in this thing than it is to be flying like in something that has like a warp field around it, and you have a couple of controls around you that you are able to figure out how to do some like brief navigations. And I'll say make a strength save. Okay. Okay. What was your intent on where you wanted to land?
I was actually going to try to crash it into the asteroid just to the upper left of it there, that little one, and then get over to the ship from there. Figure that might be the safest route. But I probably hit our ship anyway. With that roll.
You're going to crash into the ship itself. And let me just take out this D10, and you're gonna deal 9 damage to the ship.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Demaklos.
Oh, jeez.
You're over here beside this bloodied ship, and you can see that there are crew members that are like scrambling onto it, scrambling around. The ship is still floating. It's still mostly functional. The speed is greatly reduced. You can see crew members are like floating in space around you, but they're still trying to man weapon systems and whatever else they can.
Finish it.
All right. I'm going to fly close and just because I still have that guy hanging on, right?
You do. I forgot about him actually.
So, okay, here's the plan. I fly my ship, and it's gonna bounce off the other ship. I'm gonna jump off, do a thunder wave, and then Misty step back onto the fighter.
Holy
Does that make
shit.
sense?
That makes perfect sense. Okay. That's some fucking Pirates of the Caribbean shit in space.
That's rad.
Alright.
That's super cool.
Josh is like, I like to think I'm prepared for you guys. Us 5 minutes later.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna say, should I call that an acrobatics check? Or or an athletics check? Your choice.
Where's my athletics? I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay. I wish I could draw.
Oof.
Because these would be the comic scenes to do.
No.
Nice. Okay, yeah,
It
so you're...
reminds me.
Go ahead, Ember Bad Brother.
It just reminds me. It reminds me of that fight where we were on the airship fighting the dragon, and like Ozzy was like knocked off the ship but was like holding on to the edge. It was just like ah.
Yeah, except this one has a much greater fall, I think.
That's a float.
Yeah, a float to infinity.
Yeah.
And beyond.
Yeah.
And beyond.
Remember when that Death Knight got turned into a fucking... Or no, it wasn't the Death Knight, it was the Wyvern that he was riding on got turned into like a fish or something.
Yes.
And like flying like 1,000 feet in the air, and he's like riding towards you guys, and then you just polymorph his fucking mount, and then he falls to his death.
That was beautiful.
That's my fault for having an air fight. Demaklos, you're going to succeed, but at a cost. As you jump out of the ship, and you just like you're like huffing it across and like trying to dodge past like debris as like parts of the ship itself are like ripping up, and you like kind of mistime your thunder wave, and you just rip into the hull as it starts to ripple out all around you, and then you're going to take some of the damage from your own thunder wave. So you can roll thunder wave.
All right, because I was planning on using a 3rd level, so okay, we'll see.
All right.
What does it do for me? I'll print that off with them. Okay, so it's 3d8, right?
Okay. And then you can make your own save against it, a con save if you like.
Right.
Or I'm just gonna auto say that you just take 9 damage. You just auto pass it because it's your spell. It's not wasted.
Okay.
Just take 9 damage.
Alright.
Yeah. Plus, I don't want you to be like, yeah, and then you push yourself 10 feet away from where you're trying to go, and now you're floating in space as the ship just erupts. Yes, okay, and you're casting Thunder Wave on that main ship itself. It's going to it's going to explode as you're rolling away from it, and because you rolled a 10, you and the other the Neogi are both hanging on the outside of your ship as it's flying, and you guys are gonna both have to race to get into the cabin of it. How do you want to get an advantage on this?
Misty step.
Oh yeah, you Misty stepped into it anyways. Never mind me.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Thank you for that. Thank you for the reminder.
Yep.
As the ship, yeah, there you go. Folds in on itself. Key 1.
Ooh.
Here, 1 second while I fit the screen.
Okay.
You're over here by the gun. The Mackless isn't anywhere near you. The apparatus is up here, but it's parked. It's locked out, tagged out. Ember's over here on the helm.
Nice.
Okay.
Yogi's gonna roll up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think we have borders, but there's one right there.
Yeah. Don't let him get in your head.
Just the one or two?
2. You're going to see this massive beetle-like creature, and the Yogi riding on its back.
Ooh.
I will. See if I can leap and attack the Nyogi.
Okay. I like to imagine that you just kind of like run up the mast and then jump towards them.
That's kind of what's going on.
Crouching tiger.
And another unarmed attack.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Spinning back.
Okay.
And then I'll use a flurry of blows and do the same thing again.
Okay.
Spinning around like a top.
Okay. So your first sword attack is going to miss, and then your dragon whips its tail technique is going to be deflected by one of its legs as it just like pokes its spider leg up and like intercepts you, and then your final attack is going to land and hit.
Excellent.
And that's going to be for 5. Okay. And he's going to yell, not yell, but he's going to be very calmly speak back in common, like, food does not fight back. Food belongs on the plate. And Amber, what are you doing?
Do we skip Lupin's turn?
Yes, we did. I'm so sorry. Lupin wants.
No worries.
We'll go back to Lupin.
All right.
Yeah, let's go back to Lupin.
I'm going to attack the dude there in front of me.
Okay. That's a hit.
Uh,
That's gonna
9
do
damage.
it. Okay.
Can I fly over to our ship and make an attack on the big bug, or no?
You can fly and land onto the ship.
That's fine. I'll use my second attack on the big bug.
Okay.
Actually, no. I want to land on the metal crab.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he's like 60 feet away, right? So I'll make my second attack, and then I'll use whatever movement left, getting in the crab.
Okay. Are you making the attack on the beetle or on the Nyogi?
Yogi.
Okay.
12 probably doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
All right. That's it.
Okay, Ember, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ready an action to cast a 4th level Dispel if the Neogi tries to cast anything. And beyond that, I just sit in my chair, looking very sternly at it,
Okay.
and that's my ready to action.
Okay. The Umber Hulk is going to reach down towards Kiwan,
A 4th level what, Ember?
dispel
Dispel.
magic.
Dispel magic. Oh, okay.
If he tries to cast me, because we can see that he's carrying scrolls, right?
Yeah, he's got a whole necklace just riddled with like old scrolls, old spell
Yep.
scrolls.
Yeah. I have a feeling he's a magic guy, so if he tries to do any magic, I would shut him down.
Kiwan, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay. This big thing is going to make 3 attacks on you. As it just like rips into the ground around you with its claws, and then it moves in to try to bite into you with its mandibles. What's your hit points right now?
I am at 45.
Okay. He's going to deal. 9, 11, 21 damage total.
P1U is unfazed by this attack.
Kiwan, you more like key unimpressed.
Mm-hmm.
The music stopped. I guess Lupin on the apparatus of Qualsh now. I think I'm commenting at a golf tournament, sorry.
He lines up for the punt.
Yeah, he lines up for the mind control.
Oh, what a beautiful deck save.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
Ember,
Can't beat it.
make
Yeah.
a wisdom saving throw. As this
Okay.
Neogi turns around and makes eye contact with you, and then casts Hold Person.
Okay, is that a spell?
Yes.
Dispel. Oh. 4? Did that work? Yeah, Dispel Magic, level 4. Alright, any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Or he can make an ability check, I think.
An ability check.
It'll be 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. That's going to be a 17. And the spell itself is level 2, so 12. So it's going to beat that. Make a wisdom save or be paralyzed.
30-20.
Nice. Okay. This is the battle of wills between the two of you. As he's attempting to paralyze you, and then you're like casting Dispel around it, and then it's just a fight back and forth, and you're able to hold it off. 2x, what do you want to do? As you're down below deck, I guess.
I will come up to the top of deck, I guess.
Okay. You kind of just like follow up the hole that the Umber Hulk carved through.
Stop blowing holes in our ship!
I'm going to attack the Neogi
Okay.
and get right up there
Okay.
because I'm going to try to grapple him. And I always keep forgetting this, but I can actually add my wisdom modifier for my strength stuff now when I have my spider hands on. So
Nice.
I can probably grapple the fuck out of them. Maybe. So 14 opposed.
14 strength.
Strength or dex, his choice.
It's probably going to be Dex as he attempts to whip through, and that's going to be an 8.
Okay,
So
so
he
I've got
would-
him grappled. And then I'll unarmed strike him.
Okay.
And do I get sneak attack on this too? Because there's somebody right there.
Q1 is right there.
$12 damage.
Okay.
And I'm hanging on to him.
Okay. Sounds good. Demaclos, out in space, what you doing? As there's one of these Neogi that's on the outside of your ship.
Oh, is this is the second turn that he's had no air, right?
Yes. He's
So
gonna,
is he dead, or is he just like...
he's gonna go limp and float off the side of your ship.
All right, well, that problem solved itself. So I'll turn around and go towards the main ship.
Okay.
But being careful not to nudge it or anything. And get on board.
Okay. I'll just say that you're able to just dock on the side or beneath as the tentacles just kind of like take it. As you like park to the side, hop onto the side of the deck, and then it just pulls it away. The ship is not looking very good right now, just so you know.
I don't think I have any spells to help with that, so yeah, just nobody stomp their feet too much. All right, I'm just looking at the damage of Flame Blade.
So effectively now the ship has, now that it's scaled back down to regular size, the ship has 20 hit points out of 200.
Right, and we've got the big thing that's kind of digging into the hull, and then
the little thing that's attempting to take things over. Yep.
All right. I guess I'll run at the little thing and slash it with my Flame Blade.
Okay. I'll just say it down here. There we go. Or over here behind him.
We're doing wisdom for that?
There we go. For Flame Blade, you evoke in your free hand, make a melee spell attack. Yeah. Wisdom.
It's
not going to hit this time.
all right. Well, I'm back on board. Nothing blew up.
Cool. I'm going to replay this music.
Yeah, I think something's off with the Avery music thing.
It must be offline right now.
I think I'm gonna say to the Neogi, up close, not very loud, but in deep speech. I don't know if it could understand it or not, but I'm gonna say,
I think I want to taste one of you this time.
That's creepy.
Nice.
This is becoming a horror movie.
2X is becoming a horror show, yeah.
This is our horror show.
Its little beady little eyes, 2X, show recognition to what you said, but no other real response yet, as it is not come. It's still in denial on how things can pan out here at this time.
Love when bad guys do that.
Because you are just a thing.
yep, I understand.
And
It'll all be over soon. Shh.
Q1, what are you doing?
I will zoom in here. I'm going to go after the Nyogi again.
Okay. You notice 3 gems on your sword light up. Just so you know. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Let's use that sword then.
That's a hit. You're attacking the Nyogi or the beetle?
The Nyogi.
Okay.
Spinning back kick.
Okay.
And then flurry of blows.
Oh, nice.
Shit. Nice.
Happy Tuesday.
So
What was that one called?
Dragon whips its tail, dragon whips its tail. Spinning around like a top, spinning back kicks, spinning back kicks, spinning back kicks.
It's like, you gotta be the corner. It's like Mortal Kombat 2. You gotta be the fucking corner and you keep doing the trip attack. That's great. Okay. Nice. Yes, as you just start to pummel the shit out of him. Lupin, what are you doing in the apparatus?
And those are magical attacks, right?
Yes, they are. They are magical attacks.
Truly magical.
I'm going to
Truly
move
magical.
down
Truly.
with the apparatus
Shkunk,
and
shkunk. Okay.
make an attack on the beetle. A claw attack.
Okay.
I think I have 2 of those, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's like a kaiju fight on the end of the ship here.
Totally.
Do you want me to just roll the d20?
Yeah. I'm just looking up the stats again real quick here.
16.
16?
I think I have it.
It's a plus
16 and 13.
8. Both
So-
are both are not going to hit.
Oh, damn.
They're going to deflect off its carapace.
Well,
But
I
you
tried.
have its attention. Yes. Ember, what are you doing?
Ember is.
There we go.
Got rid of Bless. All of my spells are area of effect, so I don't want to do that. I was gonna ready a 3rd level Dispel on him if he does anything spell-wise. That's my turn. Oh, and I will tell him that surrender isn't an option at this point.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an intimidate on that one.
And I'll add,
Oh, she said I could eat you.
It's not super intimidating, but I guess
Okay.
it's 12. And then yeah, third level dispel. So if he casts any spells, I'll dispel those.
Sweet. So now that I have all of you guys gathered here now, he's going to put one of his little spider arms up to his head, and then you're going to feel this pulse of psychic energy just like sink out into the room around you as this psychic effect occurs around all of you. Everybody make a wisdom save. Nice, Ember.
21.
I'm a cleric. I got okay wisdom. Any would fail.
And Lupin, where are you at?
Just reading over something, sorry.
That's okay.
All right. You would think I would have advantage on these. 17.
Okay. Kiwan, do you want blue or pink?
Pink.
Pink? Okay. You are implanted with a bunch of false memories about one of your teammates that is closest to you. So I will say, I guess you picked pink, so I'll say that Demaclos beside you. As a bunch of false memories are implanted into your head, making you think that he is hostile. I don't know what those memories are, but you see him as an enemy at this point.
Pretty cool.
And then he is also going to cast Dimension Door.
I dispel that?
Nope.
Aw.
As he is going to appear over here. As he's as he looks to you 2x in deep speech, he says, "We'll see who tastes who," and then he'll lick your forehead and then teleport over to the other side of the ship.
Bro.
I'm grappled to him, and he can take stuff along that he can carry. I'm a willing creature. Can I go with him? I don't want to
You
let
can
him
bring
go.
along objects as long as I'm gonna make contested wisdom checks. Hold on. Okay, yeah, beat a 16. Yeah, beat a 16.
Save?
Yeah. This is a battle of the wills here.
Oh, you didn't want it enough.
Nice. I'm gonna say that you are you're gonna like end up on the mast. You're just gonna appear there, just like hanging off the side of it. As you almost went with him, but then you just broke away, and you saw like a bunch of weird shit as you like traveled through the warp for like half a second. It's just like people screaming all around you, and you don't know why. It makes absolutely no sense. This is as your mind just like linked up with his for a moment, and then as it's doing that, this Umbra Hulk is going to start swinging, and it's going to attack the apparatus of Quellish. That's going to be an 18, a 27, and a 21.
The defense stats for it, so.
It's going to hit twice. It's got AC of 20. And
Okay.
fucking 200 hit points. Oh my god. Okay, it's going to deal 28. Yeah, 28 damage total to the apparatus as it's just burrowing into it. He's going to look around, and he's going to yell out, "Never mind the crab. Tear the ship to pieces. If I can't have them, no one can." And then that's going to be their turn. And it is now 2X's turn.
How far away is he?
From you?
Yeah. About 40 feet?
He's within 40 feet. And you
I'm
got
just
10
gonna
feet of
fucking-
range. You got 10 feet reach anyway, so.
I'm going to bound over to him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to beat him up.
Okay.
He seems to be aligned perfectly with that ballista there.
And I'll action surge.
He was. That'll hit.
And then I'm going to flurry of blows.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay, so how do you kill him?
As he's going away, I'm going to grab him.
Yep.
I'm going to grab wrap up 4 of his legs in one sort of quick fell movement and sort of squeeze them together real tight. And then for the natural 20 unarmed strike, I'm going to bite his neck. I'll lift up my bottom of my mask, and I'll just chow right into his neck.
Nice. Just trying to find a gif of Tasai ripping the guy's arms off in Ninja Scroll, but I couldn't.
that comes out underneath his mask. I don't know if anybody else sees it or not. I'll send them a picture if they do.
You also say delicious right after that.
I do. Delicious.
Nice. Tastes corrupt. All right. Yeah. So this Umber Hulk is going to, like, its hands are going to sink into the ground, or the hull of the ship, and it's just going to start to like push down into it as the hull is going to tear around its claws as it's getting ready to fucking just burrow right through the ship on its turn. Demaclus, what do you want to do?
We need to kill it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'll just flame blade again. Hope to hit.
Okay. That will glance off of its carapace. Q1, I'm gonna send you a message. 1 second here.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. As the sword is gonna link up with you, and you're gonna just get this weird image in your head of just, or like this weird message in your head from like, you feel this from the sword, and it's just basically asking, is there anything that you desire?
Yeah, I want to kill this Umber Hulk.
Is that what you wish?
It is.
Okay. How do you kill it with your sword?
Leaping strike, down thrust with the short sword into the brainstem,
Okay.
and with a twist at the end.
Okay. Where's my Umber Hulk here? Okay, yeah, so you basically just like hop up and then you stab down into the head, and then as it does, and as soon as the blade, it just lights up around your arm, and you see one of the gems, just one of the 3 glowing gems in the hilt or in the handle, just goes black, just dies out as the light just leaves it, and then this surge of energy flows through the sword, and then just indents in the head for a moment, and then you hear like a cracking and a crinkling. And then this tiny little black hole just opens up in the middle of its head and just starts to suck it all into itself as the ship shakes around and just rattles. And then the Umber Hulk just implodes on itself and then just explodes in blood and ichor all around the deck of the ship.
Ew.
I'm
Well,
going to say, colleagues, if I could have just a brief moment, I think this is a magic sword.
Nice. As one of the gems in the handle goes dead and just like disappears from the handle entirely. You now have two glowing gems in it.
I believe it grants violent wishes. Further research may be
Don't give it to 2X.
I hopped back in one of the attack ships to gather up all the little ships' debris and stuff to help repair ours.
Immediately start trying to cast mending through the ship.
I just wish that I could draw really well, because I would love to see what the ship looks like after you guys have done all of the things that you've done with it.
No crap. That'll be awesome.
That is
I
Ember in the
might
chair.
be able to draw that.
Yogi and grab the fucking scroll thing he's wearing.
Okay, we'll add it to the treasure pile that you guys have already.
Yeah.
But you guys can all level up. And,
Yeah!
let's. I'm going to fast travel long rest you guys after the next time we play, and just say that you guys are going to make it back to. Well, you guys are back in Wild Space now, so you guys are able to get back to the fleet, and then we'll give you guys like a few weeks of downtime in game.
Yes.
Sweet.
Brilliant, buddy.
I missed out on some dwarven stuff, and you'd mentioned that there might be like a history check I could make.
Yeah, there's a hook there too because of the story that they encountered while you guys were.
Oh, I was
So-
not playing. Yeah.
So no, because we played on Wednesday after I was feeling better, because like I was feeling good enough to like play D&D, but I was still sick, so I didn't want to go to jujitsu
Yeah.
for Wednesday and Friday. So I did an impromptu session on Wednesday, and it was a Spelljammer one shot. And what they did was basically everybody. I wrote it off as like you guys had time for a long rest, so you were scouting through this asteroid belt to find whatever resources you could to repair the ship and just get ready for this incoming Nyoki fight. And Lupin and 2X, and then there was 2 other players. Who else was there? It was Noah.
Trex and
Or was it just 3 of you?
maybe
It might have just been the 3 of you.
There's someone else with me.
There may have been someone else, but I don't remember who.
all sky full of stars.
Sky full of stars, that's right. A fucking amazing cat, man. Yes.
Hi, sit down.
Yeah, so they were like looking for parts or whatever they could from like a bunch of wrecked ships like along this asteroid belt that you guys were just fighting in. Because you guys were fighting on the tail end of it where there was some floating rocks to use as cover and whatnot. But like deeper into the belt there was like some destroyed ships to salvage from, and while they were there, a dwarven freighter came in and was also salvaging, so the players did a mini heist as they snuck onto the ship and stole some items, and that's where they got this magic sword from, Key One. Which,
Okay.
which at this point now it's revealed to you that this is a luck blade. It's a +1 short sword. It gives you +1 to all your saving throws, and once per dawn, you got 2 more charges left on it because that was what you rolled with the D4 -1. You can cast the wish spell 2 more times.
Yes.
And
Brilliant.
then, oh yeah, also once a day, you can re-roll any save, skill check, or attack, but you have to take the new roll.
Okay.
Do we find any good loot out in space as I'm dredging up supplies and debris?
Flavor loot. You guys have a ship full of
Okay.
treasure that has to be broken down over your guys' long rest downtime anyways. I have a bunch of treasure for you guys, a bunch of gold for you guys. Then there's the luck blade as well, but there is stuff still from those bags of holding that you stole from the beholder hive to go through.
That we are cautiously going through.
Yeah, as you should, because there may or may not be other things that are just as bad, if not the same as gremlins.
Yeah, any of that stuff that we do, we'll do on our ship away from the main ship.
That's probably a good idea.
When we get back, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got to do,
Right.
right? And it'll just be like in the Odyssey when they open the bag of wind and you just end up in the other side of space again.
Probably.
Yeah, you end up in Roots End or something.
Hey, it's a trilogy right now. You gotta tie it all back together in the fourth one.
There you go.
Instead of taking an ability advance or upping one of my abilities, I've taken the spell adept lightning.
Oh, so you ignore immunity
Yeah.
and treat it as resistance, and ignore resistance and treat it as normal.
Yeah, and then any ones I get rolled changed to 2s. Rolls.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and I did not improve any of my skills because I didn't learn anything.
Nice. I like it.
I got uncanny dodge.
Nice.
Kenny dog. Kenny approves.
Yeah, uncanny dog.
I got my second attack now. That's pretty exciting. And
Oh yeah,
stunning-
because you went in multi-classes, right?
stunning strike, Josh. Heads up.
Oh yeah. Can't wait. Time to start releasing things immune to stun, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. You guys end up in Bacanis. Everything is a construct. Yeah. It'd be like a Law and Order episode where you have to fight a Merit. Basically, it would be like, yeah, the merit shows up now. Roll your new characters, I guess. Cool. Yeah. No. Thank you guys for playing.
Awesome dogfight.
That was a great
That
session.
was beautiful.
Yeah, that was fun, Josh. That was
Super
great.
fun.
Thank
Okay.
you. This is like me
I'm
making
outta
up
here,
my
gang.
own board game for it. Yeah.
Have a good night, man.
Good night,
See you
dude.
guys.
Good night.
Good night.
I like the space puzzle.
That was sweet.
The space puzzle.
Yeah, we're just kind of trying to puzzle out how to use the space and the
Oh, yeah.
distance and
I,
obstacles.
Yeah. When I make those challenges now, I don't make solutions.
Nope.
I just think of like the most fucked up scenario, and I'm just like, all right, this should be pretty fucking tough, and then I give it to you guys, and I'm like, all right, well, you'll figure it out. So tell me how you figure it out.
Yeah, just like pre-decide on the rules and then
That's awesome.
see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
No,
don't.
it's super fun.
And then because I don't want to. I'm not even gonna try to outthink a think tank of nerds, because it's me versus 5 people that way. I would rather just create the environment and see how you guys survive it.
Oh yeah.
That's
And
cool.
and yeah, you guys did excellently, I think.
Dude, I love the maps too. They're nice just for the spatial awareness, and it leaves my brain free to fill in the rest. And I love it.
Yeah, having like
Like the
Good
simple map.
visuals, dude. Yeah, I like the simple map. I really do.
yeah, no, it's good.
That's
It's good, especially like it also gives it like measurable like tiles that we can actually think like what to do with.
Right.
Yeah, but I can fill in all the details myself with my brain, and that's great.
Right.
I love it.
That's kind of how
I like.
I feel too with like I don't regret buying all the maps that I did over the years, but I also just like I could never look at them again and feel fine, but also feel kind of bummed because I got all these maps, but I don't want to use them. If that makes
It's
sense.
a lot of work, dude. I can understand. It's a lot of work to go through and get the right map for everything, and
Yeah.
dude,
And
it's so much easier to just sort of theater of mind the details and just have the, like I said, just for the spatial
Yeah.
awareness of
I-
which way doing what in what order.
yeah.
To keep
I think it's good for boss fights. You know, like to have that map, the perfect map you've been looking for a boss fight, but like
Yeah.
as like a normal session, like where anything can happen anywhere. The mine's perfect.
Yeah. My favorite boss fight map was the one that I made from scratch
hmm
with Candor, but that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Because it had everything that I needed it to have, and then I had the layers interactive too.
I like that one.
But
I like that one because we lived.
Mhm.
Survived that one.
I found
What was that?
Oh, there was an old map that I had where they had to fight against the boss of their campaign, and I think there was 9 players in it. Yeah, 9 players showed up because I was playing games twice a week, right? And
Right.
so I was playing games twice a week, so there was 2 different groups, and there'd be like 4 to 5 players each session, and they were never the same players except maybe Stacy or Troy. They would typically, like Ozzy's character would show up usually twice, and then so effectively there was like 9 or 10 players throughout the year, and for the very final session against the very final boss, all 9 players showed up for the final fight, and I think it was like a 5-hour game.
It was epic. It was awesome.
That sounds epic.
I would do it again.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I thought it was a really good time, and all things considered, it went by pretty smoothly for having that many level 18 characters on the map.
Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to find.
It.
It was well done.
Trying to find that final map.
Oh, there's a picture of it somewhere, but I can't.
Yeah. It's this one called Map, but that's not right. I have like I recorded the whole session too, so like I have a recording of the session with the map on it, but I don't even remember what I named it. It might have been in Guild session maps. Temple of the Immortal. No. Swamp. Forest? Oh, yeah, there it is.
I'll say one of my favorite villain that you've played, Josh, is Jack. Jack was such a...
Jack was scary.
He was.
Yeah. That's the map.
That's
Carson.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So there was like a green dragon that was up here. I think I deleted him right off the map actually after he died. And there's the key tokens, the roots. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, that was his breath weapon. So yeah, there was this green dragon that was up here, and and then the party just rolled in and just dumped a bunch of spells on the area, but he was actually an illusion, and the actual dragon was invisible over here. And then he moved in, and then there was but yeah, that was how much area of effect his breath weapon would cover.
Oof.
And he would just dump
That's awesome.
poison on people. And he was also, so he was like an 18th or 20th level wizard, as well as an ancient green dragon. And then tree ants came into the map and started throwing rocks at people, and then squirrels and birds would fly in and run in from the trees, and they would touch you and then cast cantrip spells against you, just like at the end of every turn, basically. Because
And like everybody's level 18 at this point, right?
yeah, everybody was level 18 at this point.
Is 20 the max level in D&D?
Yes, unless you're these fucking guys. Yeah, theoretically. But I'm running this legacy session now with 4 of these guys.
We just reached level 21, I think, and we hadn't discussed how that was gonna go.
Yeah, because they don't have a session yet, but we're gonna do legacy sessions and probably go to like level 25.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there's just gonna be like some ultimate end game stuff. But yeah,
I mean, I could see these maps being cool for like big boss fights. I don't remember who said, but that's
yeah,
because you get more like a few more like doodads on the map to like interact with and think around.
Although I enjoyed this map.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a good map.
Yeah,
that's
to
cool.
climb up this one, and then there was this map here that I made impromptu. This was a good one, as they were floating above the city of the
Oh
gift.
yes, here's my money, bitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then Benny was I think the last to die based on how the map looks, anyways. Yeah.
Benny was convinced. Benny has no situational awareness. He has no idea that Alex is dead. So it's like, yeah, whatever happens, Alex will fix it.
Yeah.
So Benny was like a little shit that whole fight. Even though a more rational character would have been like, oh, we're in trouble. This is a Kobayashi Maru. Benny was like, where's my fucking money?
Yeah. That was the session I ran that was like, I made it unwinnable. Like, not, like it was, technically it was winnable, but statistically it was like impossible. Because they were all, I think, level 18, 19.
We were trying so hard, though.
Oh yeah, it was a really good fight, though. I guess.
That's cool.
And I really liked how William was, how he cast. There was these iron golems in there, and iron golems they get healed by fire spells. And Will's character was a sorcerer that used fire magic. And like they're just like, he's like getting rolled up on these 2 fucking iron golems, which are like 12 feet tall, made out of steel, like iron giants basically. And then like they're moving on him, and then he basically drops a fireball on them, and they heal. And
yeah, the full, pretty much, I think.
Yeah, well, like if not, then this like that elder great worm red dragon flies in and then just drops a breath of fire on top of everybody, and then heals the golems even more. Yeah.
I'm the perfect guards for a red dragon, too.
Yeah. Although I'm
Totally
surprised
get those on your side, like a summons or something.
Tch. That's like a lot of RP. You'll have to talk to Kiwan about that.
But RP.
No, about getting a pet dragon now that he's got a fucking
Okay.
magic sword with 2 wishes on it.
Oh shit.
The Spelljammer. I think I might have broke the campaign by doing that, but we'll see.
We'll see.
That was a pretty simple. It was a pretty nice wish to burn.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gave it. We probably gave it to the one character that would use it.
The group.
For
Like,
pure evil.
yeah,
I'm
different.
just kidding.
Better
The
than Sky Full of Stars.
the pragmatic one. Yeah. Yeah.
If there's one
Give it to
thing
the
I
top
would
one
not.
character of the group.
Sky full of stars. Yeah.
If there's 2 characters in these campaigns that I would not give the wish spell to, it's Crow and Sky Full of Stars.
I feel like in D&D, if you wished for more wishes, I think I would make you roll a D100, and that's how many genies would show up.
Mm. Then you would have a
You
gin
like that?
problem.
You like that, Troy?
Yep, that's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot.
But then I'd have to roll the ratio and then be like, whichever, like whatever the element is, the most prominent is, that's the plane that you end up a slave on.
Exactly. 'Cause, you know, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Fucking genies, yo.
Don't fuck with the wishes.
There's
Yeah.
there's a cyanide and happiness.
Yeah,
thing
more
about that,
genies,
where- yeah, more genies.
Yeah. I wish for more wishes. You can't do that. I wish for more genies. And there's just a lineup of pissed off genies. Yeah.
But it was like a really like clearly really dumb person. But it was just like more wishes. It's like what would be your first wish? More wishes. And he's like no, that's in the rules. You can't do that. More genies.
Yeah.
And then like there's like just huge line, and they're all like, ah shit.
Yeah.
I like the one. I think it's from Cyanide. It might not be Cyanide Happiness, but it's the use it in meme templates. It's the person that makes a wish and their first wish, and the genie's like, I'm gonna do that one for free. That one's on me.
Oh, yeah. I like that one too.
Then you could just the meme template is you just change whatever the wishes are.
Yeah. Or there's also like there's the other one too. Is like there are 3 rules, and then you make the wish and said, okay, there are 4 rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want stamps to moan when you lick them.
Yeah, I want stamps to moan when you lick them. Yeah. Or it was like, I want footsteps to sound like spaghetti squishing or something stupid like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's footsteps to sound like spaghetti. Yeah.
There are 4 wish rules.
Yeah. There are 4 rules. The fucking stamps moaning.
One where the guy just wishes to hang out with the genie in his lamp, and then the last panel, the genie's just like he's just like grumpy in the lamp, and the other guy's like completely happy, just like this is so cool.
See, my first thought was it would cut to the image of the lamp with like a bunch of blood pouring out of it because he can't fit in.
Yeah. It's a spatial thing.
Yeah, that's from watching too much fucking Leprechaun movies.
Oh, like wait, leprechauns are supposed to give wishes? Is that
In the movie, there's like a horror
Oh.
movie franchise called Leprechaun.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Holy shit!
They're
You're missing
very
out.
fey. Like, they'll give you a wish, but they're gonna try to find every opportunity to make it like bad for you.
Right.
Yeah, you're missing out. Like, there's I think in Leprechaun 2, they lock him in an iron safe, and then the one guy outside of the safe says, "I wish to have all your gold," and then he says, "Fine," and then he puts the pot of gold inside of the guy's stomach, and then he makes him like wish to be out of the safe, and then he asks if then he makes him wish to take the gold out of his stomach, so he rips his stomach open and pulls the gold out.
There's actually a historical story about gold where I think there's a guy betrayed a Scottish castle, like let the enemies in basically in the night, and he was promised all the gold he could carry, and it was like poured down his throat. Molten.
Oh, that's like
It was
that's like the crown of gold in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. That's where I'm sure that's where he got that from because it's a real story.
That's pretty deadly.
It's brutal.
There's one Leprechaun story that I remember that I really liked, and it was about this guy catches a leprechaun, and he says, like, the first thing that you need to do when you catch a leprechaun is make sure that you never take your eyes off of them, and you never let them trick you. And then if you can get past that, then they'll give you your gold. And this farmer catches a leprechaun, and then the leprechaun has to lead him to his gold. So he takes him on this long walk through the woods and the hills, and it's this hard ass travel that takes like a day. And the farmer is like making sure to never keep his eyes off of him, and just keep watching him to climb up this hill, and he makes sure to follow him the whole way. And then they have to climb up the side of this mountain, and then the leprechaun is like, okay, now when we get to the top of the mountain, and then I'll show you where my gold is, because it's up here. And the guy follows him all the way up without looking down. Just like keeps his eyes on the leprechaun to make sure he doesn't get away. And then they get to the top of the mountain, and then the leprechaun says, okay, you've made it. So now we sit here, and we close our eyes, and we take 3 deep breaths, and then we open our eyes, and then he opens his eyes, and the leprechaun's gone, and he's stuck at the top of the mountain.
Fucking leprechauns.
Sounds like if you actually ran into a leprechaun, you'd just be like, "You can go."
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
Yes, sir.
I can actually manage on my own here. I don't need that.
You know what? I'm good. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you've got a lot of gold to attend to.
Yeah. Save your breath for counting your coins. Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking pretty legit, actually. If I ran into a leprechaun, I'd probably just say, "Happy, have a good day." It's like Ozzy and Boggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ozzy just not entertaining him at all. Just no, he's not there.
I would actually like to see that in like a horror movie that where like something with wishes or whatever, where like the first person to find it is just like, nah, I'm not doing this, and just puts it back and leaves, and the second set of characters that actually get into it.
I like to imagine like a gruff old pawn shop owner. It's got like a bunch of shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what's with this lamp? It's like, fuck it, it's all yours, man.
Yeah, or it's like it grants you wishes. It's like, okay, how come you run some shabby pawn shop if you have that? It's like, yeah, I never used it. It's like, it's like, I think you're lying. It's like, no, I'm not an idiot. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like, nah, I'm good, man. Yeah.
Like, I make money off of idiots. I don't need these.
Yeah, it's like, why do I need that when I got a perfectly good PS5 from some kid the other day? You could play the new Spider-Man game. Fuck.
That was one of the things. Took a course in university called Masculinity in the Middle Ages, and the professor had he was the only one who'd written on magic in the Middle Ages. So a lot of the books we were reading were based off of him, what he'd written, and he apologized profusely because he was like, there's just no other sources. I had to make my own. One of the lessons we got from that is a lot of the medieval magic involves 3 things, and it was finding treasure that was buried, because people didn't have banks, so everyone buried treasure, and finding someone else's treasure stash was a thing. Knowing how to make women do what you want, and knowing how to make women tell you the truth, which was really important for making sure that the child that she said is yours is actually yours. And it was all tied to insecurity. Like every instance of medieval magic was tied in the lesson was tied to the insecurity of masculinity in the Middle Ages. I see that in the leprechaun stuff, where people want to abuse the genies or the leprechauns because they have insecurity. They want financial security, or they want happiness because they don't have it in life.
I mean, every wish is trying to remedy something you don't have in life.
Yeah, so that's where kind of the horror aspect comes in, is that something will take advantage of your insecurity. If you're a perfectly well-rounded person who's practical and doesn't carry a lot of insecurity, you're probably going to be the type of person that's like, okay, nope.
You're probably just going to put the lamp down and be like, okay, well, it could be really great or really shit, and I'm just not going to roll the dice.
It's not worth risking my life right now. But for some people, it's, that they're the lottery plan A, and get rich quick and the easy money.
I've never known any men to be insecure before.
I think it's like everybody, right? The people that use magic. It's like
I'm just kidding.
Snow White.
And not saying
Snow
that
White used
insecurity is a
her.
masculine thing. It's just that was the context of the course.
Oh yeah. Well,
In medieval times, women weren't allowed to be involved in magic. They'd fuck it up. It was a very men orientated thing. That's why witch hunts were one of the reasons why witch hunts were huge. Was
well,
because
two-thirds of
women
the
weren't supposed to do
witches.
it.
Yeah, 2/3 of witches that were executed were male.
Yeah.
So
Or
yeah,
assistants to. It was very closely tied to religion too.
yeah.
There's lots of you'd find religious books with spells in them where you could conjure demons and the demons would have to do things for you. It's what God would want. So it wasn't sacrilegious. It was
Some
really...
of the things I believe were really bizarre, like invocations of like how do you explain getting this power? But they believed it. They really like when people hallucinated, they saw saints and demons and angels and things like that. Yeah.
Again, the reason for having spells was A, to get rich, B, to control women, or C, to find out, to make it so a woman couldn't lie. Those were the
I mean, that is that's like one of the main issues with like reproduction for men, right? Because like women know if a kid's theirs, a man doesn't.
Yes. Yeah. A woman knows if she's been faithful.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
can tell the guy anything.
Well, she knows it's her own, unless it got swapped at the hospital or somehow, which has happened.
Yeah. Most men in like, especially if you're like someone in a position of power, you want to know that your legacy is going to your offspring, not the gardener's kid.
Yeah. Well, I think in general it's just like the biological imperative to reproduce. Like for men, that's really closely connected to actually knowing.
Yeah.
That's why, like in some animals, like lions, they'll just like kill all the previous cubs.
Yeah, they also want to
If they
reproduce
took
more
over.
too. It's like house cats, tomcats will kill just to invoke or incite ovulation so they can breed again.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the females will go into estrus after that happens, which is it's a really like brutal fact about nature, but it's true. Bears, I think, will do that too.
Bears will too, yeah, but they're also fucking gonna eat their kids. Well, they all eat their young,
Yeah.
I guess. I'm gonna stop
Sometimes,
recording now.
yeah.
Hold on.